friends, I want to talk about two things. First one would be the word procrastination. The second one would be hard planning. Or dreams. What is a dream? A dream is just a goal. It could be simple as, I dreamed to get my ass out of bed this morning. Well, the goal would be to fundamentally make a decision with my brain to lift my legs over the side of the bed, push up and get out of bed. And then there could be dreams that are, I want to start a business. Well, in order to start a business, you have to have a business plan. And in order to have a business plan, you have to have some business knowledge relation to setting up bank accounts, setting up word searches, name searches, setting up society or association numbers. All that stuff can take weeks or months. So what you got to do is make a plan. So it's called hard planning. But then procrastination gets involved. So you make a decision to start a company and you write down these things on the whiteboard right beside your computer screen. You got a whiteboard. This is a really good idea. Get yourself a whiteboard or whatever you got to do. If they're like sticky notes, and put them all over your computer, or put them in your bathroom like mirrors, so when you brush your teeth, you're consistently getting that same do your job. So that's called hard planning. But procrastination comes in, and I'm going to just talk about the relative life of the common person in our society today. In Canada, we're going through hard time. This is a hard times. We've got a government elect that is pretty much as corrupt can be. Why are we even paying taxes when we don't have a government in place? Why, if you have an ICBC, if you're paying for car insurance, why are you paying for collision and all this stuff when you're not covered yourself? None of this, there's so many things right now that just don't make sense. So everyone's having a difficult time navigating the simple processes of, I want to get a little bit better. I want to get a better job within my company. I want to gravitate to doing something more for myself. We're having a tough time because every time we turn on the TV, yesterday and the day before, I sat in the courtroom and listened to the last, I think it was 8 weeks of 4 lawyers, 1 judge, and 1 bad dude that murdered my friend talk about stupid stuff and just go in circles and circles and over here, and then we went back there, and then we went there, and then we went back there, and then we were up there, then we were down there. And I'm just going where's the simplicity in life? How do we get back to having some simplicity in life? I think what you got to do is you just got to go back to hard planning, and you got to axe the procrastination. You got to set up a timetable. You've got to set up a schedule. You've got to map out what it is you want, and then you got to take advantage of it. Right now we're working on this project, me and a couple guys, 2 ladies also. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of us, and we all have little jobs to do. Consistently, myself and another person have the majority of the jobs, but everything's written down. And we meet on a monthly basis to make sure that we're accountable to one another and to each other and to our community that we're involved in. The reality is this procrastination thing. If I procrastinated about the things I needed to do, I don't want to do them, and I get caught and I get called out. So one of the biggest things that I do for procrastination is, as you know, I love the ice, I love the tub, because here's the thing. When it's something that you don't want to do, or you really can't see or value the objective goal that makes you feel good, a lot of times if you're starting a business, you don't know what it feels like at the end unless you've done all the work before. Because you don't feel good as a result of growing up in a rich family and just having the opportunity to drive around in fancy cars and go on fancy trips because you've never worked for it. But when you've worked for it, you know what that means, you know what it feels like. And then you get it stolen, then you know what it's like to lose something. So then you really protect things, you know. But, you know, going back to this procrastination, you've really got to just do your job. You just got to do it. And sometimes it's the hardest thing to just do it, because there's so many, as I said, there's so many things going on in our society right now. The one big thing for me is I've just come off of this I'm just going to call it an opiate run. I started taking opiates in September 2007. I didn't abuse them. I didn't take too many. There was once I took too many when I was like 3 months in, and I told my ex-wife to come with me to the doctors, and I sat down with the doctor and said, you know, this does help me with my spine. This does help me with the pain that I have to mitigate in my brain. So they continued me on it, but they always kept close until they didn't, and then they just overprescribed, and it really affected my life. So when it came to a point when I needed to change, the biggest thing that helped me change to like Wim Hof does this, get you straight. The biggest thing that I did that got me straight was the tub. That was the biggest thing. Now, I've been having a really tough time getting in the tub as of late because I have 0 chemicals running through my body, and I had chemicals running through my body that were associated with pain receptors. And whereas last spring I was able to sit in that tub for 2 minutes, I can't anymore. I feel like I'm gonna pass out, like something's bad. If I had someone with me to like nurture me through it, or I had a Buddha monk sit beside me and actually stretch me out to do the stretch and just like pull that leg out more and more and more, maybe I could stay in for longer, but I don't have that ability to have that person beside me holding my hand. So I do what I can do, but I at least do something. I've also lost like 15 pounds doing it in the past little bit. Oh, wait a second. I don't have my, I like walk like a cripple. It's so funny. I like walk down the street, and someone saw me a couple weeks ago like, Andrew, did you stub your toe or something? I'm like, oh no, I got this stupid spinal thing. And I hate talking about it because, of course, when you talk about it, oh, it's cold outside. I spilled some water. I poured some water into the tub. Oh, it's so beautiful. I mean, look at this shit, guys. It's so beautiful out this morning. It is so beautiful. It's so blue sky. I'm gonna go look right at the sun. Just what you do is you just stare at the sun, and the sun, you just like, it's between your eyelids and your eye. It's like, yeah, you breathe. Oh, it's so beautiful. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. Anyways, yeah, so there's the tub. I had to put some water in it because I don't know, I think there's a small leak in the pump. In the pump, there's a small leak. So I had to put some water into it this morning. So good thing is it's not going to be that cold. Well, it's still going to be pretty cold, but it's not going to be as cold as normal. And again, I can't really confess that I'm going to sit in here for a long time. I am going to get my phone so that I can time myself, because I do not like to count. I just like to turn the timer on to 30 seconds, and then I kind of know when the alarm goes off around what my time is. And this new iPhone 16 is just wild. It's just too much information. I have an email link for my physiotherapist, so they email me and tell me when my next appointment is. I just open up the email and then it automatically slides my appointments into my calendars. It's really quite amazing. So again, right, I set it for 45 seconds. I start procrastinating a little bit. It's really cold. just do it. Yeah, I don't think I can do it this morning. Nope. See, sometimes I get into it and it's so cold that I know if I go in, I'll like pass out. So what I do is I'll just stand here, because if you can't do it all the whole way, I mean, at least get in and do something, right? Oh, that would be an interesting alarm. My gosh, you golly gee. Oh yeah, see, I'm sliding because my feet are already iced. Anyways, my friends, I feel like so much better. Like I feel so much better being off these medication, right? Like it's just unbelievable feeling. But I am in dead pain like so much in the evening and throughout the day. Like it's in the morning, waking up in the morning, like you wouldn't know it, but and I don't try it. I meditate every morning for 40 minutes to try to unfocus off the pain, and I do. I meditate. I have a little meditation chair in my room in my corner. I have my little. I don't have insects. I don't have incense sticks, but I have little sticks that look like incense sticks. Then I have a humidifier that makes some eucalyptus smell. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. What I do, I meditate, and I've practiced so hard in the past 14 months where I actually go somewhere else. It is the most amazing thing. You know, if you see me doing this and you're actually watching me and you're not sending me DMs and you've known me for a long time, and you want to change, you want some help, you want some. No, I don't think. No, sorry, wrong words. I hate when people say you need some help, because normally I walk around town with crutches, with my forearm crutch. It's not the nicest thing to ask someone if they need help. Assistance? Do you need assistance? Just reach out to me. Just don't feel ashamed. You're gonna feel shame. Everyone feels shame, but you don't have to. That's the best thing. You don't have to feel shame. You just have to sit down with someone like I did a long time ago and learn to create some plans, and learn how to create some plans, and learn how to counteract your brain, because your brain is going to tell you what it is that you don't want to do. They're going to say, "Don't worry, eat the Doritos. The Doritos are good for you. Eat the Doritos and have the hot chocolate at the same time, because when you put the Doritos in your mouth and you have hot chocolate in your mouth, the Doritos turn into like little pizza slices, like cheesy, spicy. Ooh, they're so good." See, what's where your brain goes, and then you sit in sloth. So why do I go in the tub? The reason I go into the tub is to stop sloth and to get me back to work. So I've got about an hour of work. I got to do some law work. I've got to do some my work with my negotiation company. So I'm going to do some work. Then I'm going to go out and spread some flyers and love around the world in the Lower Mainland. Then I'm going to go out for dinner with my friend, a couple of friends of mine, and then I'm going to go to my counselor, and then I'm going to go to bed. And until then, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless you. And like I said, I couldn't do on the tub fully this morning, but I at least did something.